Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And for today's video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing and try on of this breast tape from Busties. So I got my package in the mail here, and they actually reached out and asked if I would be interested in trying it. And I said, of course, just because I really don't like wearing a bra, but just a fun slash kind of, I guess, TMI fact. A shirt like this is what I want to try it with because you kind of need to have like a perfect bra to wear this, and I don't have the largest boobs, so I normally wear a 36C for a bra, but I just would rather not wear a bra with this shirt specifically. When you start walking, like, you know, gravity starts taking control of things and things might be going back and forth, up and down, I don't even know. So I kind of need breast tape to keep my girls like in place, so we're gonna try it out. So they do sell this on Amazon. I think it's $24.99. And this is what you get. Like, I don't want to ruin the box. So I love the opening here. It says, "Your tatas called, they needed a lift." Yes, they do, babe. Thank you. So what's nice about this breast tape is that it works for any size tatas. And it's also 5% spandex, so it's very stretchy. So here is the tape. You get quite a lot of it. They put a lot of stuff in this box. There's silicone nipple covers. You get these petal nipple covers. And then they also give you some instructions on how to apply. And you get this cute little bag. It says Busties on it. I'm going to keep everything in here so I don't lose anything. And then this, I think, is the patch test that you try before, just to make sure everything is good. So let's just see what this says. Before use of breast tape, use test strip on ribs for 24 hours to make sure you aren't allergic to the tape. After 24 hours, if you have a rash, obviously don't use it. But for the purpose of this video, we're gonna try this out. This is what you can put on just to test to make sure that you're not allergic to it. We're gonna be up close and personal. This is the before. Like I said, I don't think that they look terrible, but definitely I want something that's going to keep them in place and not move around when I'm walking. Because just walking around my room and, you know, standing here talking, like, it's not that noticeable. You go out in public and you start walking, you know, things are just looking pointy. It's just not looking cute on me. So we're going to try out this tape, and it's really easy to apply. I had read online on Amazon specifically just to, you know, kind of learn how the best way is to apply it. And they also give you this little pamphlet piece of paper thing. When you apply it, you have to make sure that your skin is clean and dry. So you have to prep for everything. So I'm gonna make sure that I clean everything before, because I know from perfume and lotions and stuff that I don't want that to affect it. And it does suggest using a nipple cover so that obviously the tape isn't ripping anything off. And then you just apply the tape and then you trim it to your liking. And there's also a QR code for video instructions. To remove, it does recommend using oil, not to just, you know, rip it off. And what I also think is cute is that they show different styles that you can apply it as depending on, you know, what you're wearing, your dress, your shirt, whatever. So I think that's kind of cool. I think I'm gonna go for what they call a little peekaboo, which is basically taping under and then going over your shoulder. What's nice about this top is that I can kind of have the tape up on my shoulder because it's not gonna be noticeable. So I think I'm gonna go for this one here. And yeah, so I will be back. This will be the before, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. So just to show y'all a little bit more up close and personal, this is what you put over. This is the silicone pasty that you put over your nipple. And it's actually really sticky and does not hurt to take off. And yeah, so you get, obviously you get 2 of them. And this is what I am going to use before putting on the actual tape. Here is what the tape looks like. All you have to do is peel off the back. And you can either cut it before or after. I would say probably measure first and then trim more to your liking so that you're not wasting too much of it. Like I said, I wanted to do on my shoulder and kind of grab it from underneath. All you have to do is just peel the back off. Kind of reminds me of like a band-aid almost, without being like extremely painful. And then don't forget your nipple covers as well. And I'm just gonna kind of start underneath my boob, and then I probably could have cut this a little shorter, put it on your shoulder, smooth this out so there's no bumps. Yeah, you can definitely trim this unless you want like the extra support, and yeah, you don't even notice it. So I've only did one side so far, and I tied my shirt a little differently so I could get more cleavage and show you guys the difference without exposing myself too much and getting banned from YouTube. So this one is taped. I put the silicone cover on it. I was gonna say something about my size of in regards to this nipple cover, but honestly it covered the whole thing, so that is an A+ for me. As you can see, this one is definitely more lifted, and this one's kind of like a little bit saggy looking, sad. So this is the difference between the two. So my girls are out and they're ready to play, but honestly I love how this turned out. I feel like it kind of almost looks like I got a boob job because of like how like perky they kind of look, and I'm pleasantly surprised with this. A couple other things that I noticed is that I didn't really use much tape at all, and I like the feeling of it, and it honestly doesn't feel harsh on your skin like you're almost using duct tape. So that is another great thing that I like about it. It's easy to reapply because I was trying to get it to a way that I liked. I'm like, okay, do I want it to be up a little more, or am I looking like, you know, a little bit crazy now, like my boob is up on my shoulder? But honestly, I love how they turned out. And also, like I said about wearing this shirt, I mean, you can't even tell that I have anything happening underneath it. It definitely feels secure. We're not going anywhere. The girls aren't going anywhere. They're hanging on. They needed a lift, and they got a lift, babe. And then just to show in a dress, I wore this in a video to a baby shower. So as you can see, wearing this, I wore a bra with it, but the bra was kind of peeking out like right in between here. So I definitely could have used boob tape for this. So this is what it looks like before. So unlike the previous style I just did of doing it on my shoulder, I could actually do that same style of putting it on my shoulder because this dress isn't backless. But I think I'm gonna try, maybe I'll even try another dress too after this. I think I'm just gonna do it like underneath just because I want them to be up a little bit higher, and I just want to try a different style for y'all. Look how much better they look. I basically did like a U. Since this dress though is kind of low, I actually put it first underneath like one piece of tape and just like scooped it to like right here, but you could see it. So then I just cut it in half, and honestly now, boob job. Now for the grand finale, this last dress kind of makes me look a little flat chested, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm gonna want to see if it can lift them a little bit. I gave myself some cleavage, and I mean, yeah, look at, okay, I got the tape, but girl, we can get her right under to honestly match the dress, and you don't even see the tape. This isn't really backless, but honestly I have the tape pretty much almost going like to my armpit. All you gotta do is just tuck it in a little bit, and that's it. So definitely, if you guys are looking for something, if you have an event coming up or maybe a wedding or something that you need a little bit of a lift, I'll have the link down in the description if you're interested. And thank you again to Busties for sending me this, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.